You know, the economy is about to implode. I mean, that much is pretty sure.
We've heard of Bitcoin. We've heard of Ethereum. You familiar with XRP and the efforts of Ripple?
I didn't have any idea that Ripple was going to become the kind of thing that it has become here.
They understand that this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity.
Ripple and XRP are going to be the global standard.
A single global payment network that connects literally everyone.
It's here this year. It's here. It is here. Yeah, I see.
It's my belief, based off of all the fundamentals that I've been seeing the past few years, is that we are well positioned and a lot further ahead than most people realize.
300 plus customers.
Using ODL for me as a customer has been game changer.
On-demand liquidity is a feature offered within RippleNet that helps customers eliminate the need to pre-fund an account in the destination country where they're sending funds.
There's $27 trillion sitting in these bank-to-bank accounts. They're called Nostro accounts, Vostro accounts.
Right money!
We're near an inflection point.
This may be your last hurrah here to try to get it in on precious metals and cryptocurrencies.
The real crisis is a dollar crisis. All the money the Fed is printing isn't going to have value. It's not going to buy anything. Prices are going to skyrocket. And in fact, this coronavirus is accelerating that process.
We need to go to a global virtual currency. Cash is trash.
Cryptocurrencies such as Ripple are vying for a spot in the cashless world.
How can I say this another way, people? I've been at this for years. Load up.
XRP. Going to the moon.
At the end of the day, when the music stops, if you're holding dollars or the equivalent, treasuries, muni bonds, corporate bonds, I don't care if your money is in the bank or under your mattress, you're getting wiped out.
Once this breaks out, we're going to hit 21, 26, 51, and then it's off to the fucking races forever, folks.
In 2017, when William Hinman was named Director of Corporation Finance at the SEC, he fought behind the scenes while in office to keep getting millions of dollars in payments from his old law firm, Simpson Thacher. Hinman was warned repeatedly that this meant if he did anything as a public official that affected Simpson Thacher, he'd be breaking the law. Simpson Thacher joined the enterprise Ethereum Alliance, a group with the sole mission to promote Ethereum, while paying Hinman millions. In 2018, Hinman gave a high-profile speech declaring that Ethereum's digital token, Ether, is not a security.
We believe current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions.
The price of Ether immediately took off.
That was after the comments by the SEC, so interesting market action there, right? Whoa.
Did William Hinman break the law? Federal rules say that even the appearance of a conflict is a serious violation by public officials. How did this happen? Why was Hinman allowed to promote Ether in a speech given his financial conflicts? And how did a speech involving so much of the SEC staff that was certain to move the crypto markets fail to be screened for conflicts that would have been found with a single Google search? The crypto markets are in turmoil, and investors don't feel protected. How can we have confidence in the SEC if conflicts of interest are left unchecked? It's time for an investigation. A watchdog organization, Empower Oversight, has sent a formal referral of evidence on Hinman to the SEC's Inspector General. Now they need to act. Only Congress has oversight on the SEC. Demand your lawmakers support an investigation. Connect to Congress today.
What's good, YouTube? This is RPU here, and I'm back again with another video. And guys, with the case seemingly stuck at a standstill, we now have sudden developments in the Ripple case. The court has suddenly ordered a conference call to discuss the internal documents related to William Hinman's 2018 speech. And they're going to let the public listen in on it. June 7th is going down. Mark your calendars. I'm excited to tune in, but I'm wondering, what will be the outcome of all of this? Hopefully something significant, because this case has been pushed back so long. Gary Gensler's forehead continues to get longer by the day, man. I guess we'll find out in the next 3 days, something got to give, man. Something got to give. But check out this article from Finance Feeds. SEC versus Ripple. Court orders conference call on Hinman documents on June 7th. The danger option for Ripple is if NetBurn allows the SEC a quote-unquote do-over in the sense that she forces it to choose once and for all whether Hinman's speech was personal or on behalf of the SEC, as it has quasi-argued at various points. Nah, man. I don't think the SEC should get a do-over. The SEC has dug themselves into a hole and now they want a do-over. Nah, man, it ain't going down like that. Let me show you this tweet from Digital Asset Investor. He says, the SEC was using Bill Hinman to provide guidance to the market with his Ethereum speech. Hinman filed a sworn affidavit in court, though, saying the SEC still has not taken any position or expressed a view. At Brad Garlinghouse, this is Robert Jackson, ex-SEC commissioner, lays it out clearly. Retweet this. I want you guys to hear this because this is bombshell right here.
The most helpful thing, I think, our director of corporation finance, Bill Hinman, gave a speech about a year and a half ago that describes this. You might know the speech I have in mind. That's it. So the question is, where do we draw that line? And the how we test and the guidance we put out in this area has informed that difference. Now, one more thing. You mentioned cryptocurrency. What's important about that is to realize that the way that cryptocurrency works, when it is, and this is what Bill Hinman's speech says, so I'm not adding too much, depends fundamentally on how centralized or decentralized the underlying network is that that supports that currency. And that's also true in the ICO context. Bill has said a lot about that, about ways that practitioners can look in that area and get a sense for whether or not we should think of that as a security. And I point people to that speech. Do you think we've been clear enough about that? Yeah. Yeah, I expected you to say that. Now let me ask you this. No, seriously. I've heard that a lot. What could we do that would be more clear? I want to be clear because a lot of people have come in and asked us for more guidance on this. And it's not that we don't want to be, I don't speak to my colleagues, not that I don't want to be responsive. It's that I worry that if we make a rule today, it will make a lot less sense to the marketplace in 6 months in this space. Do you see what I'm worried about? And for better or for worse, the machinery of the bureaucracy of the US government works in a fashion where if I were to pitch a rule and know exactly what it was, exactly what we want, if you and I could get a beer and agree what the rule should be, by the time it became law, it'd be a year later. And by that time, the ground will have moved underneath us. So if you sense, at least from my point of view, wanting to give this some time to figure out and do it by guidance as opposed to rule, that's what's driving us.
That's bombshell right there. Did y'all hear what he just said? So this is the ex-SEC commissioner saying that they were going off of Bill Hinman's speech. The guidance that they were using was based off of Bill Hinman's speech. And in Bill Hinman's speech, he said that it was based off of how centralized or how decentralized the underlying network is that supports the cryptocurrency, right? So, if Ethereum is not a security at its level of decentralization, then XRP is not a security because XRP is twice as decentralized as Ethereum. That's if we're going off of the guidance of Bill Hinman's speech, right? Which the SEC wants to claim is protected under DPP. However, Bill Hinman filed a sworn affidavit in court saying the SEC still has not taken any position or expressed a view. In this Library tweet, Library.com says, the SEC just said in a verbal argument in our case that they have not asserted that Bitcoin or Ethereum is not a security. They're saying that the Hinman speech is his quote-unquote personal opinion. That's crazy. So, William Hinman signed a sworn affidavit saying that the SEC has not taken a position, right? And in the Library case, the SEC is saying that the Hinman speech is his personal opinion. Library.com also says this 2018 speech from William Hinman SEC's Director of Corporate Finance deemed Bitcoin and Ethereum not securities, with the SEC asserting in verbal argument today that this is just a quote-unquote personal opinion. They are saying the speech means nothing, but this speech had a dramatic impact on the price of Ethereum though. That's a lie. However, if this speech is just William Hinman's personal opinion, then it's not protected under DPP, which means that the SEC should hand over these internal documents. That's what that means, right? Now, let me break this down to you. Because I'm getting irritated just thinking about it, right? William Hinman filed a sworn affidavit in court saying the SEC has not taken a position. But this is ex-SEC commissioners saying that they were using Bill Hinman's speech as guidance, right? So, if the speech is guidance, then XRP is not a security. If the speech is guidance, then Bill Hinman lied on a sworn affidavit under penalty of perjury. And the penalty of perjury is punishable by imprisonment in a state prison for 2 or 3 or 4 years, according to California Penal Code, right? So, if the speech is guidance, then XRP is not a security. And Will Hinman should be locked up for perjury. However, if the speech is his personal opinion, then the speech is not protected under DPP and the SEC should hand over those internal documents. I got him, man. I got him. And this is not even scratching the surface of all the dirt that has been uncovered within the SEC regarding ETHgate, man. This is nothing. This is nothing. These people commit crimes that if you or me did, we would be under the jail, bro. Under the jail. This is crazy. U.S. Magistrate Judge Annalisa Torres has scheduled a conference call for Tuesday, June 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 12 in the afternoon Pacific Standard Time if you're on the West Coast, to discuss the SEC's renewed assertion of attorney-client privilege as to internal documents related to then Director Hinman's June 14, 2018 speech. The in-person conference call will take place in Courtroom 23B, Daniel P. Moynihan Courthouse, 500 Pearl Street, New York, New York. For the time being, there is no mention of call-in information for the public. The call should be exclusive for in-person assistance. She wants to politely rate the SEC. Fred Rispani, an attorney with a focus on complex, high-stakes litigation, regulatory compliance, and business relations, commented on quote-unquote this unusual hearing setting. Yeah, why now? First, an in-person hearing allows certain privacy. In courtroom will be on the record, but Jay Netburn can also take attorneys back to her office in chambers for off-the-record discussions. Nothing prevents her from ruling without a hearing, so why order one? My gut tells me she wants to politely rake the SEC over the coals for such a shit show of motion practice on this issue. Force the SEC to take positions it cannot waffle on later. In chambers, she could also alert Ripple in front of the SEC that the emails are terrible for the SEC. She could also let the SEC know that Torres is highly unlikely to overturn Netburn's decision. It must be bad for the SEC because they've already been ordered to turn these documents over, and then they file a motion asking for the judge to reconsider her own ruling. The danger option for Ripple is if Netburn allows the SEC a do-over, in the sense that she forces it to choose, once and for all, whether Hinman's speech was personal or on behalf of the SEC, as it has quasi-argued at various points. This is unlikely in my opinion, but would give the SEC a chance to save face while simultaneously pushing the dagger further into the SEC on fair notice. And it's already pretty deep in there. Guys, how can the SEC argue two completely different positions in two different cases? In the Ripple case, you want to argue DPP. And in the library.com case, you want to argue that the speech was personal opinion. Like, how can you do that? I don't get it. They shouldn't be able to get away with that. Jeremy Hogan, a popular attorney within the XRP community, also commented on the court's order. I think the judge read the SEC's final brief and found it so incredible, shall we say, that she decided to bring them in person to explain the argument and create a clear record since she knows she's being appealed on her decision. Whatever they said, it must have been so crazy that she was like, I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this. And it's so crazy that we're gonna let the public hear this because this is just insane. This is incredible. The conference call will be transcribed, but it is unknown when the transcript will be released or redacted. You know how the SEC is. Remote public access for in-court civil proceedings is still authorized and may be provided on a case-by-case basis, but we don't know whether Magistrate Judge Netburn will authorize it, said Attorney James K. Fallon, also following the SEC versus Ripple case. Well, we have the information from James K. Fallon. We got the information so we can call in and listen to the conference call. He says, XRP community, SEC Gov versus Ripple and XRP, breaking. Call-in information for the conference scheduled Tuesday, June 7, 2022 at 3 p.m. to discuss internal documents related to Hinman's June 14, 2018 speech has been posted. It is below. Check it out, guys. It says, Sarah Netburn, United States Magistrate Judge. A conference is scheduled for Tuesday, June 7, 2022 at 3 p.m. ECF number 493. Members of the public may listen to the proceedings at the following numbers. If you are in the USA, dial 1-877-226-8215. If you are international, dial 409-207-6982. The access code is 471-3826#. Unauthorized recordings and rebroadcasting of the conference, example given, YouTube, Twitch, audio-only streams, etc., is strictly prohibited. Any unauthorized recordings will be investigated, and anyone found to engage in such behaviors may be subject to criminal sanctions. So ordered. Ooh. Signed, Sarah Netburn, U.S. Magistrate Judge. I'm glad that she put that out there because I was so finna record it. But guys, we can call in and listen to this conference call. I wonder what she's going to say. I want to hear what the SEC has to say regarding this argument and how they've been flip-flopping and how they need to be held accountable for their actions, man. People need to go to jail. Get the jail cells ready, man. XRP Crypto Wolf says, I'm definitely going to call in. Everyone in the XRP community should call in to let the judges know how many people the SEC are protecting. I'm definitely calling in, man. June 7th is going down. XRP Army, make your presence known, man. Stefan Huber Justice says, this is bad for Ethereum. Whether XRP is a security, it doesn't matter. It's perfect that it was just in a personal opinion, so there was no guidance at all regarding digital assets. The SEC always referred to this speech as guidance, so there was nothing except some opinions. Wow, so if the speech was personal opinion, then there was no guidance. How could they give fair notice? He highlighted this tweet from Stonk Deuterino. He says the judge ruled that Hinman's speech was indeed his opinion, though. Yeah, so if it was his opinion, it's not protected by DPP, and the SEC should hand over those internal documents. But if it is guidance, then William Hinman committed perjury. And he should go to jail. Stefan says Hinman did not say in his speech that XRP is not a security, so it does not matter for XRP's security status if his speech was a personal opinion. For Ethereum, on the other hand, it matters a lot. Because if the speech was personal opinion and Ethereum is a security, it's not going to be good for Ethereum. The SEC is going to come after Ethereum. They're going to have to. Last but not least, Stefan says that's what's so brilliant about defending Ripple. Hinman's speech was just a personal opinion, ambiguity and confusion, supports fair notice. Hinman's speech an official opinion, XRP can be compared to Ether, supports XRP commodity status. In both cases, Ripple's strategy wins. We got him. We won. This case is over. This case is over. If the speech was guidance, then XRP is not a security because XRP is twice as decentralized as Ethereum. And if it is guidance, then William Hinman committed perjury on a sworn affidavit and he should be thrown in jail. But if it is personal opinion, as they have also tried to argue in the Library.com case, then that speech is not protected under DPP and the SEC should be compelled to hand over those documents. Get the jail cells ready. This is RPU, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Here, but the walls are thin.
Pirates. I'm looking at my account. I have $22 million in XRP, and I want to cash out, but Coinbase is fucking with my money, y'all. Hey, yo, Coinbase, stop fucking with me, yo. I need my spread, bro. I need that Skrilla. Boy, I'm buying my Skrilla. Gary Gensler could eat a dick. No, I'm sorry. Gary Gensler could eat a glizzy. Jay Clayton could eat a glizzy. XRP to the moon. Yes, this might be a little temporary glitch, but let's just live in the moment for now, all right? Peace.
This is incredible. We have a lot of stuff that we've talked about here, and I think I want to kind of wrap it right here for this one. But any final thoughts before we go?
I just want to encourage all the XRP holders to hold strong. Please get your XRP off of exchanges. This is a very valuable asset that you own. You need to lock it up in a cold wallet, either a Ledger Nano or Decent wallet. You need to get it in your own control. Get it off the exchanges now.
Well said. Linda P. Jones, be wealthy and smart. I like it. Thank you so much, Linda.
My pleasure, Brad.